I never wanted to make a video like this, but due to some recent things coming to light, I had to address this if I wanted to continue making videos. But I'm sure all of you have already heard about it, but in case you don't know, let me just show you exactly what I did, what happened, and then explain to you how horribly sorry I am. So it is currently 11:41 p.m. at night, and I have just been informed that this is actually 10 bleed potency. So right here, I'm going to hit the Fruit of Ebony stem, which has 12 bleed potency and 8 count, and we're just gonna see if it gets +1 coin power. And I'm gonna be very upset if it does, because I have been trying my best to do as much good research as possible, and the description is just wrong. So, I mean, can this just not work? I don't want it to. I really... like, God.
Fix your game, Project Moon.
I'm sorry if that clip was hard to watch. I should have put a viewer discretion warning, but I just want you to know that I am no longer that kind of person that thinks that Chef Gregor's skill 3 activates on 10 plus bleed count. And I want to move on, and I want to be better. I made a severe and continuous... Okay, let's drop the bad acting now. You can probably tell by that clip that I was genuinely kind of upset, and that's for several reasons. First, like I mentioned in the clip, I do try and have my videos be well researched, so learning that Gregor's skill 3 condition was just straight up wrong sucks. To clarify for anyone who didn't quite understand what Tired Me was saying, instead of requiring 10 plus bleed count, you know, like the skill says, Chef Gregor instead requires 10 potency, which is far more reasonable. Secondly, it then upset me further once I realized that this doesn't even make much of a difference for how bad he is. It certainly helps a little bit, but he will still heavily rely on his team to get him to the 10 bleed potency. But like I said, this change from 10 plus bleed count to 10 plus bleed potency doesn't make that much of a difference, so I debated whether I should really even talk about this. However, since I really do try my best to not repeat the mistakes of some other Limbus content creators in the past and spread misinformation, I thought the idea of a semi-satirical apology video would be a funny way to address this singular little slip-up, poke a little fun at Project Moon for bad translation, then move on. Then, well, let's just roll the clip. It's me. It is 1:15 a.m., and I'm really hoping that this does not have to be in the video, or a video. But I received a comment a while ago implying that this skill is also broken, and that it only gives +1 coin power, 5 plus poise. I have 5 plus poise. I'm just gonna see what happens. I don't even have to hit heads. I just need to see if this number goes from 7 to 10 or 7 to 8. Oh wait, no. Wait, it's... That ungodly sound is me realizing that the coin power had, in fact, already increased by 1. Utter defeat. That's right, 2 of the 4 IDs featured in my worst IDs video have bugged descriptions. One in a way that made him seem worse than what he actually was, and one that made her seem better than she was. This, kinda sucks. But I figured I could use this stupid video idea to make some corrections, so I can continue to inform you guys with the most up-to-date information I have. I'll talk about the worst IDs ranking readjustment after I talk about both these IDs up Type 4's value. So in that video, which has almost 30,000 views now, that's insane, thank you all so much, I ranked Chef Gregor's up Type 4 at an F tier and BL Otis's at a D tier. With Chef Gregor's condition being easier to reach now, I would move this up to around the high D tier, since realistically you can get that skill 3 condition to proc, it is a good increase to his value. It makes the skill go from having bad effects and the worst numbers ever, to bad effects and good enough numbers assuming you can get to the 10 plus bleed potency. This looks especially bad on me since I really dig into Chef Gregor about that bleed count condition in that video. BL Otis specifically made it into the D tier because her skill 1 could actually roll a 13 consistently with Sunshower Ego. Now it can only roll an 11. So yeah, this goes down to the F tier, probably just around where base Ishmael is on that list. Then the worst IDs video. So I didn't actually give my exact rankings for worst IDs, but with the information I had back then, I would have said the bottom 5 IDs were, in order, Spy Sinclair, BL Otis, Chef Gregor, Mariachi Sinclair, and Sloshmail. Now that I know the deceptive nature of numbers 3 and 4, I think Chef Gregor would actually climb just barely out of the top 5, and BL Otis would take Gregor's spot as third worst, making the new bottom 5 look like this: Swy Rodian, Swy Sinclair, BL Otis, Mariachi Sinclair, and Sloshmail. So I tried to think of a fitting way to end this video, then realized I hadn't done enough to show how truly sorry I am. So take it away, Live Escu. In order to show my dedication to apologizing, I shall be burning 200 thread and 30 of the respected... God, just get it over with. There's... oh, God. I'm sorry for not uptying terrible units and testing things that should have been correct in the description. Oh, let's just do Gregor next. And there we go. I'm sorry. I'm a clown. I'm a fool. How could I have not seen that the count was a lie and that... God damn it. I'm sure that was painful to rewatch and edit for Editing Escu. Anyways, that's about it for this very serious and career-ending apology video. In all seriousness, please keep correcting me in the comments and on the Project Moon Discord. If things are actually misinformation, I would like to rectify that as soon as possible, though not everything will get as dramatic a response as this. But let me know if you enjoyed this more laid-back style of content. Thanks for watching. My career as a YouTuber ends,